For this example, we're given a couple of functions, f of x and g of x, and they're going to ask us to do different operations on them and come up with a new function. For letter A, we are going to do f plus g of x. This is the same as taking f of x and g of x and adding them together. There's a couple of different ways of writing those. So we just need to take those two functions that are listed up there in the directions and add them together. So f of x is equal to a 3x squared minus 12. And to that we're going to add g of x, which is an x plus 2. I put parentheses around each one of those so we can see that this is f of x plus g of x. We should, for our final answer, get rid of any parentheses that are in the problem and then write our answer in standard form without any parentheses. This first set of parentheses, we can just drop those off. There's nothing in front there except for that invisible 1. And in front of the second set of parentheses, we just have an addition symbol. So on both of these, we can just drop those parentheses off and then combine our like terms. We just have one x squared term, we just have one x term. We have a couple of plain numbers here, negative 12 plus 2 is a negative 10, and that is our final answer. We can do other operations too. We can subtract those functions. Here I'm going to do f of x minus g of x. Getting rid of the parentheses there. This first set again we can drop off, but I do need to take that subtraction in front of the second set of parentheses and subtract both of the terms inside. So we'd have a 3x squared minus 12 minus x minus 2. Combining like terms would give us 3x squared minus x minus 14 for our final answer there. If we are going to multiply function f and function g together, we would have a 3x squared minus 12 times an x plus 2. We have a binomial times a binomial, so either thinking of this as the distributive property twice or foiling. Take the 3x, multiply that by both of those terms. That would give us a 3x cubed minus, plus 6x squared. And then distributing the negative 12 into both terms, that's the I and the L parts of FOIL. That would give us a minus 12x and a minus 24. We would look to combine like terms in our next step, but there aren't any like terms there, so we are done with that one. And let's take a look at a division problem as well. So if we took f of x divided by g of x, we would have on the top part of our fraction f of x, on the bottom part of our fraction g of x. Before we can go through and simplify this by canceling, we do need to factor the top and the bottom. Taking a look at the top, I see there's a common factor of 3 there. When you factor that 3 in front, you're left with an x squared minus 4. We'd want to check our other factoring rules to see if that fits one of our patterns, and that is a difference of squares pattern. Both of them are perfect squares. X squared and 4 are both perfect squares, and we have subtraction in between, so that would factor as an x plus 2 times an x minus 2. The x plus 2 that's in the bottom, we want to try to factor that also. We don't have a common factor there other than 1, and this does not fit any of our rules for factoring, so the x plus 2 does not factor at all. And now if you look outside the parentheses there, we don't have any addition or subtraction at all, so we can cancel things out. We do have an x plus 2 on the top and the bottom. That would cancel out. That would give us a 3 times an x minus 2 on the top over 1. Really don't need that 1 in the bottom. Just a 3 times an x minus 2 would be a good answer. Sometimes you will see people distribute this in, but most of the time not. But if you did, you'd have a 3x minus 6. That would also give you the correct answer. Either one of those answers would be fine for a final answer on that problem.